Eastlake is an historic in-town Atlanta neighborhood with history dating back to the 1800s. It's known for its historic homes, its walkability, its local neighborhood businesses, and a beautiful golf course that sits right in the neighborhood. Eastlake is also the neighborhood that I call home. As I'm sure you can tell, my voice is a little off. It was a lot worse than this, so we're going to power through. The show must go on, and today I'm going to walk you through what it's like to live, work, and play in Eastlake from an Eastlake resident. Let's get started.
Hey y'all, this is Robert Murphy with the Murphy Group, and I'm putting up new videos every week walking you through what it's like to live, work, and play in Metro Atlanta. So hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you're the first one to know when the next one's up. We talk to people all the time, just like you, who are thinking about a move to Metro Atlanta, and we love talking about all the great things that the city we call home has to offer. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate in Metro Atlanta, our contact info is in the description, and we'd love to hear from you.
As someone who's lived in Atlanta for over 10 years, I've done a lot of exploring of the many different neighborhoods in the city. Every single one has things I love about it and reasons it could be a great place to live. If you're thinking about a move to Atlanta, Eastlake might be the right neighborhood for you. Let's find out. It's Atlanta's easternmost neighborhood, and it's going to be about 25 minutes from the Atlanta airport and only about 15 minutes from Midtown Atlanta. You've got easy access to mass transit with a MARTA station sitting right on the edge of the neighborhood. As an in-town Atlanta neighborhood, Eastlake has amazing walkability. There's a park, local businesses right in the neighborhood. You can make it anywhere in the Eastlake neighborhood on your feet. Now, I've personally lived in the Eastlake neighborhood for over 5 years, and I would say my favorite thing about living in the Eastlake neighborhood is that it's a very residential community, but you're still really close to everything. If you want to go to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, you can be there door to door in 20-25 minutes. You're just 20 or 25 minutes to the Atlanta airport. And like I said, you're only about 15 minutes from Midtown. It feels very tucked away from the hustle and bustle of the city, but you're still really close to everything. I also think it's one of the most walkable neighborhoods. We walk places all the time. We walk to coffee shops, restaurants, the park. There's a lot of places where, yes, theoretically you can walk to stuff, but it's going to be a hike. That's not the case in Eastlake. Everything's really accessible and it's very, very walkable. In terms of housing, the large majority of housing in Eastlake is going to be single-family homes. There have been a lot of new construction townhomes going up recently, but still the large majority of what you're going to find is single-family homes. And housing is one of the things the neighborhood is best known for. Eastlake is known for having historic craftsman homes throughout the neighborhood. There's historic bungalows. You'll see moderns popping up here and there. And there's a good amount of new construction going up as well, a lot of which is built in that craftsman style. If you're looking for a single family home that's move-in ready with a minimum of 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, price points are going to start in the 500,000s and they're going to go all the way up north of $1 million for the new construction options. And although there are townhome options, those aren't cheap. They're going to start in the 500s as well, and they're going to go all the way up north of $700,000, close to $800,000.
So now we're going to take a look at a couple of recent sales in the neighborhood to give you an idea of what homes are going to look like in Eastlake. This first home is a really cute renovated bungalow in Eastlake. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms. It's about 1,660 square feet. The home was originally built in 1932 and it sits on 1/3 of an acre. Looking through the pictures here, you can see that it's got a nice entryway. It's got hardwood floors. It also has a nice modern kitchen, nicely updated bathrooms, and has a really great screened-in porch off the back of the home, overlooking a nice flat backyard. And this home sold in July for $540,000. This next home is a newer construction single-family home right on the edge of Eastlake. It has 3 bedrooms with 2.5 bathrooms. It's about 2,500 square feet. It was built in 2019 and it's on under 0.1 acres. This home is in cluster home community. It's all single family homes, but they are much closer together, so they don't have a lot of private outdoor space. They're going to be using a more communal green space that everybody in the community has access to. As you can see, this is a newer construction home. Like I said, it was built in 2019. It's got really nice flooring. It's got high-end modern finishes. It's got a beautiful kitchen with white cabinets, really nice countertops, good sized bedrooms. The bathrooms are modern and updated. And you do have some private outdoor space. It's not huge, but it is some usable outdoor space. And you also have a detached 2-car garage. So you have covered garage parking. This home just closed in August for $757,500. In terms of parks and green spaces, the Eastlake neighborhood has Eastlake Park, which is located inside the neighborhood. It's very walkable, very accessible. It has a large baseball, softball field. It also has playground equipment. There's basketball courts and then tennis/pickleball courts. It's also got a pavilion and different spaces where people will have birthday parties or barbecues or other types of events there. If you go there during the spring or summer months, there's a good chance there's going to be people there having a birthday celebration or a barbecue or just some other type of event in the park. As the Eastlake neighborhood is located in the city of Atlanta, it's part of the Atlanta public school system. APS has won a lot of awards. Eastlake is also zoned for Drew Charter School, which is a very highly rated school. Drew Charter School is lottery based, so by living in Eastlake, you're not guaranteed a slot in Drew Charter School, but you do receive preference over other areas. As always, there is no shortage of information out there as far as rankings and ratings and any other information you could be looking for as far as a school system or individual schools are concerned. What I'm going to do is post some links in the description where you can do your own research. At the end of the day, you know what's going to be the best fit for you and your family. In terms of activities and entertainment, in my opinion, Eastlake has a lot to offer. The main commercial area with local small businesses is going to be the 2nd and Hosea development. It's at the intersection of Hosea L. Williams and 2nd Avenue. As it's located right in the neighborhood, it's easily accessible by walking, biking, or driving. It's gone through an incredible transformation. It's got a coffee shop, a brewery, multiple food options. There's also a community of new construction townhomes that's gone up over the past few years with really nice townhomes. Like most neighborhoods in Atlanta, Eastlake also has its own neighborhood-specific events. There's the annual Eastlake Tour of Homes. Different homeowners volunteer to participate and open up their home to people in and around the neighborhood. A lot of times the home is either going to have some historical significance or there's going to be something really unique about that home that brings people to want to see it. Something else that Eastlake does that I love is called Safe Streets, which they do at Halloween. It's something that other neighborhoods in Atlanta do as well. And what they do is they have 2 parallel streets in the neighborhood completely blocked off, so there's no traffic down those streets during the trick-or-treating time. So kids can be free to run around the streets trick-or-treating. They don't have to worry about cars driving up and down those streets. Families from around those streets donate candy to the families that live on those streets because they have so many kids trick-or-treating. The last thing I'm going to touch on, which is certainly not least, is the Eastlake Golf Club, which might be what Eastlake is best known for. Golf fans are very familiar with the Eastlake Golf Club. It was opened in 1908. It's also the regular annual site of the PGA's Tour Championship. Now, an event as big as the PGA's Tour Championship brings a lot of people into the neighborhood. It can make for some traffic jams and some parking issues, but I will say it's nice living in Eastlake that you can walk to the tournament if you want to go to. A lot of times there's discounts on tickets for neighborhood members. So, they do make an effort to accommodate the people of the neighborhood. In addition to all the fun things there are to do in the Eastlake neighborhood, it's great that we're located just south of the Oakridge neighborhood and east of Kirkwood. Those neighborhoods have a lot of stuff to do there as well. They have their own little commercial areas with local small businesses. So by living in Eastlake, you have access to everything there is to do in your neighborhood as well as surrounding neighborhoods, which have a lot going on as well. Like I've said before, one of the things I love most about the many different neighborhoods of Atlanta is that they're all very unique and different. They have their own identity, their own personality, and the people that live in those neighborhoods are very proud that they do. As an Eastlake resident of over 5 years now, I can say that the Eastlake neighborhood is no different. It's very unique, it has its own identity, and I can say that I'm very proud that I live in this great neighborhood. So depending on what you're looking for, the Eastlake neighborhood of Atlanta could be a great place to call home. It has historic homes, walkability, a great park, and lots of entertainment and activities right in the neighborhood. I've lived in the city of Atlanta for over 10 years, and it's where we're raising our family. I think it's a great place to call home, and I love talking to people every day just like you who are thinking about making Atlanta their home. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or make a Zoom appointment right there in the description because we'd love to connect.